Hello, callers, and welcome to another interesting episode of Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on two latest reports, starting with Sergio Roberto, as Luis Enrique, the coach of the Spain national team, have just made a late call-up for Sergio Roberto to the national team, of course, with the international break very soon coming. And of course, this is because this Celta Vigo player by name Brais Mendes picked up an injury for Celta Vigo playing against Elche this past weekend. That is why Sergio Roberto had the chance to be called up by Luis Enrique so late. We are going to be discussing on that development as we move ahead. Then to conclude, we are going to be talking about this Roma midfielder Lorenzo Pellegrini. Of course, that Barcelona have been linked with him in the past, especially this last summer. I've been discussing about Lorenzo Pellegrini linked to Barcelona. It is now very official that Barcelona will not be able to sign this guy again. There's no possibility because AS Roma have announced, of course, the fact that they will renew his contract very soon. We are going to be discussing much more on that as we move ahead. So guys, as we get ready to discuss those stories in much detail, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, give this video a like and please watch this video right up to the very end. Barca! Barca! Sergio Roberto has become the latest Barcelona player to be called into the Spain squad for the Nations League Final 4 in October. The 29-year-old has been handed a late call-up after Brais Mendes, who also came into the squad late to replace Pedri, was forced out with an injury picked up playing for Celta Vigo against Elche. Roberto joins Barcelona teammates Sergio Busquets, Eric Garcia and Gavi in the squad for the semi-final against Italy on October 6. The winners of the game go on to play either France or Belgium in the final. Barcelona coach Ronald Koeman has used Roberto heavily so far this season. The 29-year-old has featured in every game apart from the 3-0 win over Levante, which he missed due to illness. Roberto started the season with 2 goals and an assist in his first 3 games, but his performances since then have hardly been impressive, which makes Luis Enrique's decision to call him up a bit more of a surprise. Then on to the next story of discussion. Lorenzo Pellegrini forgot about the idea of joining Barcelona and renewed his contract with AS Roma. The Catalans have lost one of their prime targets in midfield, as the Italian midfielder was wanted by Barcelona for a while, according to FichaJess. Pellegrini's contract was set to end in the summer of 2022, after which he could negotiate deals with other clubs. However, the Serie A club announced the midfielder's renewal on their social media platforms, which will be until the end of 2026. The long-term renewal means that he is bound to the club for a further 4 years and will not experience a change of scenery in the summer. The decision was taken entirely by the player himself, for he is convinced by the project under Jose Mourinho. He would demand a salary of close to €4 million per season as per his new contract. With that said, Joan Laporta will have to turn to new pastures in his hunt for a midfielder. The club lacks depth in the physical midfield and is technically overloaded. Jorginho Wijnaldum, Saúl Ñíguez, Yuri Tillemans and Lorenzo Pellegrini are the 3 players who have been considered, but none of the deals have materialized. Ander Herrera, of PSG is said to be another potential target. He does not have a spot in the Parisian club's future and could be willing to make a move. Also, on the table is the name of Ryan Gravenberch. The young Ajax midfielder is highly rated and sought after by several European sides. The third option is Manu Trigaros of Villarreal. So callers, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.